All right, let's try that again. Stream edition. There we go. All right. Boy, sound was goofy. Hi, everybody. My name's Enigma. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. If you do me the favor of following me on Twitch, Twitter, Kick, and Rumble, I'd appreciate that. Subscription on YouTube would be great as well. So I'm trying to become monetized on all those platforms. I really, really appreciate your help in getting me over the hump with those. Hey, Grizzle Entertainment, welcome in, bud. How are you doing today? So, we're doing Mass Effect 1. This is the Legendary Edition on the PlayStation 4, but I'm playing it on the PlayStation 5. This will be my only stream today, as I'll be on Jack the Lad's show later today. I'll post links to that when I get them. Right now we're doing Mass Effect. Hope there's a way to go over there. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. I slept like shit last night.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files! No, I don't want to review protocol.
We have a...
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Oh, hi. Sorry, Mr. Krogan.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on Species 37.
Well,
all sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying Exogeny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of Species 37.
So that's why they were acting weird.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We need to drop that field and get back to Zoo's Hope.
BI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to standby mode.
All right. So we're looking for the Thorian. There's going to be Geth all over the place here. Now, after this is a storyline mission. Once we're done with this, we get to go hang out with our crew members again and get to know them a little better.
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
She would know.
The layout of this room reminds me of the temples my people used to build. Do you think the Geth were using it for religious services?
Yeah, we're
Hey,
getting close.
if they're looking for God, I'd be happy to speed them on their way.
That's about right. You tell them, Ash. Alright. So if you've never played Mass Effect before, I would not be surprised. It is a legacy IP at this point. But this is basically BioWare taking the Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic gameplay, little shit, and turning it into their own thing where they wouldn't have to pay Lucasfilm is really what Mass Effect is. It is an RPG, but it also obviously has shooting elements. Yeah, I would not call the first Mass Effect a competent shooter. It's not really about the shooting as much as it is power and all that good stuff. Got that. Make sure I have that muted. Yep, I did.
I doubt anyone's still alive in here. The Geth are very thorough.
There's another locker. Yep, I know. But you know, mechanically, it's very similar to KOTOR. If you've ever played Knights of the Old Republic, you know that it's all based off of being light side and dark side. You get to choose. Oh, I missed this. Light side and dark side. As you see here, we still have that Shepard here. The blue up in the upper left-hand corner of his profile picture there is Paragon. The bottom right-hand corner, the red is Renegade. And we'll be every choice that we make in the game will, well, not every choice, but most choices, a lot of choices will affect our Paragon Renegade status. Where's my map? And those will open up different dialogue options and things for us to do, so we don't have to worry as much about I mean, not worry, but there'll be different dialogue choices, different paths we can take, and not not. Boy, I'm just explaining this all goofy. Did I miss something here? But now let me try explaining this again. The options that we get from being Renegade or Paragon are going to end up being our opening up new options for our character for us to do. So the only drawback here to that system is
The layout of this room reminds me of the temples my people used to build. Do you think the Geth were using it for religious services?
the only bad
If they're looking for God, I'd be happy to speed them on their way.
the only bad part about that is that in Mass Effect it ends up becoming more of you being an asshole or not being an asshole. Basically, is what it comes down to. It's not. There's really no tough decisions. It's either hey, you can kill everybody, or you don't. You know, that's how that works. Looks like we have more Geth. There they are. Now, Mass Effect 2, there's my weapon, is much more, they worked on the shooting mechanics a lot more. You'll see more, it play like a regular shooter. This one's more about powers and things like that. The other game, you know, I shooting. Where are we going? Going this way. There we go. We do want to continue to work on the Paragon stuff, obviously, because as the higher up we get, the more options
Same
we
as
get.
before. We don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
Blow this claw. Say that, now I get some headshots there, and those little stalkers are Yep. Just about
Containment
everything.
lab? Whatever. We just need to find a way to break even one claw, and that ship is out of here.
Just about anything gives us experience. So that's why I'm unlocking all this stuff and all that. Getting experience points, shit, to level up. Yeah, I messed that up. That's what I get. Hey, Alucard. I still think the GameStop thing might have been a publicity stunt where they did it on purpose. I worked for them with them for 10 years, and I can flat out tell you they don't reward people for trading things in. I've been there, yeah. I've I've seen them give as little as a nickel for a game, so I don't believe for 1 second they would give $30,000 for a Pokemon card that they're going to try and sell for $33,000. That's very un-GameStop like. Usually it would be more along the lines of, we'll give you, if it's a $33,000 card, they would be more along the lines, we'll give you $5,000 for it. That's much more GameStop's speed. And I don't believe that they are obviously they're not being honest about it. Only because I know that they suck. So I mean, that's all there is to it. I know there are Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering cards that are worth quite a bit of money, but at the end of the day, GameStop is a retail company, and if they can get away with giving you a nickel for your copy of Madden from a couple years ago, then they can get away with giving you $5,000 for a $30,000 card, which, again, is probably what they would do. There's no way down here. Exactly correct. Let's just look at, if you go to the store right now, if you go to GameStop right now and purchase Metroid Prime 4 and walk out into your car and open it and bring it back and sell it back 5 minutes after you just paid $70 for it, they're going to give you 20, maybe, for the game. Maybe 25. But that's their MO. That's how they've done it. That's how they've always done it. And GameStop is trying to they're still trying to tell people that they're the leading retailer of video games. In reality, they're not. Their trading system is shit. I'll tell you a story. Here's a funny story about GameStop. My anchor store was a Target. For those who are wondering, when GameStops are in strip malls usually, right? So an anchor store is the store that is usually a very big brand, a very big retail location that is there. For instance, Walmart would be an anchor store. Well, Walmart doesn't really do strip malls anymore, but they were. Target, Meijer's another one that doesn't really do that, but Target does, where you have a Target, and then you'd have a Dress Barn or Maurice's, all this stuff. GameStop would be in there as well. I would go to GameStop has a policy that if someone's trading in more than one copy of a game, they need to provide a receipt to show that you actually legally purchased those games. Okay. So what I mean by that is that if you're gonna go, let's just, again, Metroid Prime 4. Let's just say I go to Target and I buy 10 copies of Metroid Prime 4. Okay, I'm gonna go and trade those back in to GameStop. I have to provide that receipt to show I bought 10 copies of Metroid Prime 4 in order for them to take them back. Otherwise, it's a loss prevention issue because of people stealing and things of that nature. So I go to Target, and they would clearance out games after a while. So in order to make room in their their stores, they would actually, if a game had been out for a while and it wasn't moving, they would turn around and clearance it out. They would give you, they would, Target would instead of, charging you 60 for it, they might charge you 20, they might charge you 10, they might charge you 5. Well, I would go to Target and look in their clearance section and see what they were clearancing out. And it was always, not always, but there was good deals in there. And so I would go in there and purchase all the copies of games. I would call my store and get my my staff to give me trade-in prices. How much are we giving for Guitar Hero 3? Something like that. And then we go through and go through all that. And if I was going to get more in trade-in than I was paying for it at Target, I would go through and buy every copy that they had and go trade it in. Well, my boss comes in one day while I'm doing that. And he goes, what the hell are you doing? And I said, I'm trading in these games. And he said, well, isn't that against SOP? I said, no, it's not against SOP. I have the receipt showing that I paid it. I paid for them. And he threw he started to throw this big fit. And he was like, no, you can't trade in more than one copy of a game. And I said, yes, I can. That's what it says in the store operating, the manual, the store operating procedure. I can trade in as many copies as I want as long as I prove that I bought them. He was pissed off that I'm completely lost. Making a profit. I made a profit off of GameStop because I would get more in trading credit for the games that I had purchased. That's why I purchased them. Than I was otherwise. So I'd go buy 10 copies of Guitar Hero 3 for $5 a copy. We would give $10 a copy for it maybe, and then I would make double my money in store credit. He threw an absolute fit at me because of that, and I called him out on it. I said, no, you're mad because I'm making a profit. That's why you're mad. And he couldn't see the forest from the trees on that. And it's just like you're completely off your rocker here, dude. SOP says I can trade in as many copies as I want as long as I prove that I bought them. I have the receipt right here showing that I bought them. And you're upset because I made money. And that's GameStop can't have you making money. You're right, I found the loophole. He threw an absolute fit at me because I had the audacity to turn a profit off of my games. I'd do that about once every month or two. I'd go over to Target and do that, just clean them out of their stuff that they had, go back and trade them into GameStop, make money off of them. But that was the whole thing. Is like he wasn't mad that I was doing it. He was mad I made a profit. That was why he was mad. It's like, we can't screw you over on trade-in value. I don't think this is right. Ah. Where the hell am I supposed to go now? I know I've been here. And as far as I know, that loophole still exists. I believe you can still do that. I believe you can still go into GameStop, and as long as you legally show that you purchased those, copies of those games, that they can't tell you no, that they will still take them back. That's a true-ass story, though. I remember Guitar Hero 3 was one of them. This was not the bald guy. This was a different... I actually had several district managers. It wasn't the bald guy. This was another guy. Find a repair ticket attached to the console. damn door to the stones. Try it again. It works fine if PSI is 30 or lower. Okay, this is... I see now. It's a puzzle. Alright. Who's that? But he's just one of those things that you deal with, and that one. Exactly. It wasn't harming anybody. It was just I was smart enough to see how to. There we go. I was smart enough to do that, and I couldn't stand it. My boss was upset. I was making a profit. That was the only reason why. So when you
the field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Thorian creature.
Damn. I'd like to have seen the face on their pilot when that thing toppled.
I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
So,
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading?
Yeah.
Anyone there?
Hi, Joker.
Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
So anyway, what I was saying is that I don't trust for 1 second that GameStop is giving people fair market value for their stuff. Now, I'll be fair to GameStop because I'm always fair. And truth is that they have to do something to make money. That's correct. This afternoon, I will be on his show. I hope I do a good job. I feel like shit today, so I hope I'm entertaining. Oh, there's Elizabeth.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
No one ever means for it to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them, if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party. Come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help.
Yeah, I heard
The
about
mess
that.
I helped create.
That apparently Metroid Prime 4 has music locked behind a paywall for when you're on your motorcycle or something. Which is like all sorts of screwed up. But it's just bananas why they. But anyway, that's what I was saying about GameStop. Is like I don't. They want to try to make it look like they're giving people fair value. But anyway, I said I was going to be fair to them. Games are too expensive, so they do need other revenue streams to turn a profit and be a profitable. And they did try a lot of different revenue streams. In fact, $30 is expensive for frickin' music. I'm sorry. But I think it's insane that they did it that way. You're right. And once again, it's very reminiscent of the Walt Disney Company. That's they are, for as much as they try to proclaim that they are about gaming and all that stuff, they are definitely about much more like Disney than they let on. Sony would be, they'd still be, they'd totally be taking Sony to task right now. You know they would. And rightfully so, by the way. I'm not, like, saying that...
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up? Get away from that radio!
What was that all about?
I'm not at all saying that they don't,
This is Juliana Bainham of Pharaoh's Colony. Please help us.
that they should, that they get away with it.
Stop,
Or that they, it's unfair. I'm not saying that at all.
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Elizabeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the exogenic database. I know what you did on Torfin. There's no reason for this to get bloody.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogenic wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
Yeah, you can't.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Nobody. See, I'm not high enough in Paragon points to say, what about the big picture? Or in Renegade to say, I'll kill you first. I'm just going to say I'm in.
I won't let you hurt these people anymore.
That's
Drop your
right.
weapon. or be prepared to use it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
Damn. Okay, yeah, cool.
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
That's about
It's
right.
my fault. I knew what was going on and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure you're safe.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
We'll stay out of your way until you...
Crap. Good Lord. There we are. Upgrades. There we are. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't think for one second that I'm not saying it wouldn't that it's not fair. Sony would do it in a heartbeat too if they could get away with it, and so would Microsoft. Doesn't mean that I think that it's right, because it's not. No matter who's doing it, it's just Nintendo is the one that can get away with it. Am I stuck? I am. That looks like a zombie.
What the hell was that? I don't know what that plant does to people, but that's not human.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Whatever you say, Commander. Let's do it.
Kill him. About right. Michael Jackson.
They're all over the place. Let's move one of the cars and see what calls out.
Ashley, get the hell out of the way. Game. Bad robot. That sounds bad. Well,
I tried to fight it, but it
Bad Robot is.
I can't imagine the pain.
Isn't that J.J. Abrams' company?
You're supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
I just know that Bad Robot, yeah, it was. responsible for the, you know, the Star Trek reboots and all that. Okay, well. All right. Which way do I go, Joe? Oh, wait, it's this way, isn't it? Yeah, okay, this is it. I'm running around like a ching with my head cut off. Renegade points. Must be because they shot. They didn't want any renegade points.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... Kila. What is that?
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Don't like the word problematic.
Invaders.
He pooped out
Your
and is
every
sorry.
step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Command.
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given.
Flesh.
The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
Now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth.
Commander!
That's right. Choke on that
That
slap
got its
nuts.
attention. Has to be more of those around.
pooping out another... Oh, sorry. I'm hungry. I've been, show today because I'll have time to actually make myself a good lunch. Garbage Pail Kids. I used to collect Garbage Pail Kids like crazy when I was a kid. I don't know anybody else, but I love Garbage Pail Kids. They were stickers. Collector's cards. You go to the store and shotguns anyway. I never saw the movie either. Never saw the movie. Yeah, the cards were great. They made a comeback here not too long ago. For those who don't know, Garbage Pail Kids were a kind of gross out... Back in the 80s, everything for boys was gross out stuff. Boys wanted gross out toys and things like that. And the big thing at the time was... Cabbage Patch Kids. And Cabbage Patch Kids were really big with girls. Well, the boy version, we didn't get dolls of Garbage Pail Kids. They were collector's stickers. They were cards, and they were like bubblegum cards. And we would collect them and trade them around. It was good shit. But I know that the Garbage Pail Kids movie was really, really bad because it came as usual. Hollywood comes in at the end of something's life cycle. And completely was not I can remember going up, we would go to like the gas station, and I would look for the new series of cards. They would do them by series, and they struck a lot. Collect them all. for a new series, and you try to collect all of those. That was, gosh, that's a blast from the past right there. Going up to the gas station to get packs of Garbage Pail Kids cards. Garbage Pail Kids were really kind of controversial, and they spawned a lawsuit because the Cabbage Patch people did sue. Because they were Cabbage Patch Kids. Saw those pictures of them. And I can't stress enough how big Cabbage Patch Kids were. They were massive. I hate that. And if I'm not mistaken, the guy basically stole it from somebody. So, or he at least, I don't know if he stole it, but he damn sure didn't. Basically, yeah, people would get into fights over Cabbage Patch. Because the whole thing with the Cabbage Patch Kids was they were supposed to be everyone that you got. I think they were unique, where it was you'd go and you'd get a redhead, and the redhead might have freckles and green eyes, but the next one that you would get wouldn't have might have red hair, no freckles, blue eyes, and things like that. You get some more in here? They were very, very popular, and people would go to the store, and their kids would ask them, "I want one with blonde hair and brown eyes, a mole on the left cheek," and the parents would go and the problem is that it's so popular that people left to get more involved during holidays. People got excited over those things. Of course, the poster child for it now is the Tickle Me Elmo craze, where parents got into, would throw down for frickin' tickle me Elmo during Christmas. I got a blue Asari.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence
I tell you,
Saren had.
a couple
She
years
joined
ago,
him to guide him down
I
a
went
gentler
to
path. But Saren is compelling.
Aldi
Benezia lost her way.
on the first Wednesday of December, and it was at Aldi. The customers there, most of the ladies, they were getting bloodthirsty with the seasonal stuff at Aldi. At Aldi, they would get really crazy about it.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world.
Our willing
He
slave.
needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
One of us. One of us.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren.
Embrace.
Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live.
I get the feeling she's
Each
about to make
emotion
love to
must
us.
mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Yeah, embrace it. There we go. Yeah. Damn hippie words. It's up there. Oh gosh, okay.
I have given you the cipher.
Shepard looks unimpressed.
Just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
Are you all right, Shepard? What'd she do?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look a little queasy. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
A noble idea.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
May fortune smile upon us
You
today.
did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again.
Better start rebuilding.
And we're free of Exogeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
Yeah, there's a catch.
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Just come and see me when you've got the data.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
That's right.
Maybe
Why?
I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods? I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Jeez. Get anyone shopping here so I can sell off all this junk and then...
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
I got a lot of credits now because I just sold off a lot of junk. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at our assignment, data recovery. Guess we go back now for the side missions here. Let's go out to the lobby. There's some tuna steaks in there. I think I might make those for lunch. Put some Cajun seasoning on both sides of them and just give them that nice little seared kiss. Good stuff. Definitely hungry though, which is a good thing.
Oh God, they're everywhere.
Yeah, okay. Y'all shoot that damn thing, 'cause it keeps clogging up my gun. Why not? I don't use pistols a lot, but maybe I will. Yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but when I get stressed out, I'm gonna lose my appetite. Open the water valve. Okay.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
For what reason, Tally?
There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been activated yet, though. We should keep looking.
But if my appetite's returning, that's a good thing. A very good thing. Even though I've lost some weight. I mean, it's kind of terrible to look at it that way. But dogs. Well, the funny thing is that about a year and a half ago, I was about 230 pounds, and I'm now below 200, so I've lost some weight. It's a good. So but getting stressed out definitely gets me to lose my appetite. When that happens, I don't. Oh, so you guys are just standing there, waiting on me, I guess. Guess not. Like I said, this game is the shooting mechanics in this game are not the best. In the next game, they 2, which quite frankly I think is the best of the whole series, they improved the shooting mechanics quite a bit. Geth, that was good. Get rid of the Geth. Definitely need to eat some more food, though. I definitely need to eat.
There! That did it! The system is active.
Good to see you, Outer Signal Media. Thank you for coming in. I happen to, I like Mass Effect. Oh, God. There we go. glad to see Ashley is back again. Hope everyone is just doing absolutely amazing this week. I really do. That way, that way. Okay, let's go this way. Been a while since I've played this game, though, so if it seems like I'm lost, it's probably because I'm lost. I'm Commander Shepard. This is my favorite store on the Citadel. Doing this again? Nope, this is back at the colony. Let's see. And we're back over here again. Okay. I remember this place from earlier. Let's do it. Alright, so we go down here. The problems with the maps in this is they're not very helpful. My only real complaint with Mass Effect outside of Andromeda is the third game they kind of overpromised and underdelivered, and they just really didn't have a choice in the matter. I think they wrote themselves into some corners and they didn't really know what to do, because what they promised is far from what we got when it was all said and done. Hell, how do I get back to that base? Stuff we can do. Metal Gear Solid's a great series. Absolutely. Yeah, I would agree with that. It just sucks that, like I said, that they kind of, what they promised and what they delivered were not the same, unfortunately.
It doesn't hurt anymore. I can think my own thoughts again.
Well, that's
we
good
have a
to
chance
hear.
to start over, thanks to you. Food is still our immediate concern, but we'll manage.
I took out what looked like the oldest of the Varen. The rest are yours.
That's great. I mean, Varen tastes horrible, but with the Geth gone, I can organize a hunt. Thank you for not abandoning us like everyone else.
I should go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Pentagon points. I'll take the Pentagon points.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head.
Yeah,
I
finally.
can think without pain. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Here, have this.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
I can think without pain. Thank you. You've given us a second chance.
Yeah.
It's nice to have more mundane worries, like getting that water flowing again.
No, Andromeda's...
The water's back on.
Okay,
Really?
it's not very good.
I'll need to get the relays going then. Thanks for your help, Commander. Here's a small payment for your trouble.
Cool, we actually did all of that. Alright. Just helping people out. Let's go out to the lobby.
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a home.
Okay. Stairs down to the tunnels. Elevator. Okay, well, let's take the stairs down to the tunnels and see if that'll get us. Because I gotta do the mission for that got to do with the hard drive. Unfortunately for BioWare, they've got a lot of issues right now, and I really hope they right the ship. I really do. We know they're working on another Mass Effect. That's their next game. Maybe we'll see a reveal of it at the Game Awards next week, but I really want to see them right the ship and get back. Otherwise, I think they might not be long for this world. BioWare might not be long for this world if they produce another financial disappointment. I've already been down here. This is not what I'm looking for. Taking out the Geth transmitter. But the combat has gotten better. Like if you, I was saying that Mass Effect 1, this game does not have the best gunplay. When they got to the second game, they really upped the gunplay a lot better, and it has gotten better gameplay wise. Back here again. Okay. They've already lost a lot. I would say that Mass Effect is going to be their what's going to do them in or not do it. Yeah, it's not gonna be good for them if they produce another flop. Dragon Age did a big time hit to BioWare's reputation, and EA. Now that they have new owners. Yeah, the map is pretty bad. It doesn't... I can't tell where I'm supposed to go. But that's okay. Mass Effect is basically Knights of the Old Republic with no Star Wars in it. See, why can't I use this? Oh well. Where are we? This is not the way. But yeah, EA will, now that they are 93% owned by the Saudis, I don't believe they will tolerate blowing another, $200 million on a game development that will not produce any sort of cash. I'm in the wrong place again, aren't I? No. So they're going to, my guess is they're definitely going to tighten the reins. And, am I back in the damn tunnels? I am. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. And if you don't think EA will close down another studio, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I'd love to sell to you. They will definitely close down another studio, and they will scuttle the IPs. They'll keep the IPs for themselves. You want to talk about a company that has IPs just wasting and rotting away in a vault? It's Electronic Arts. They have a ton of classic IPs that they... I don't want to make it sound like I think that they could make, billions off of their back catalog of IPs. But they damn sure would do better than they were, Was this the right way the whole time? Then how do I get back to the frickin' Normandy? That they are. Oh, that's Normandy. Okay. They destroy. They will take a studio and buy them for the IPs, and then when the studio does not produce fruit because they're under the thumb of Electronic Arts, and Electronic Arts has to have everything.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
They'll close
Commander,
the studio.
You look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
We don't. Embrace eternity.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was
Commander, have you been to
incredible.
Diddy's house recently?
All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
Well, that's great.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... oh. I am
Sounds like
sorry.
she got
The joining is
embraced eternity a little
exhausting.
too much.
I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
I agree.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
Again.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
GTFO.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah, let's talk to the
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, ExoGeni should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
No shit.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved.
Of course.
Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Yeah, piss off, Skullface.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
All right, now that we've done that, we can go hang out with our crew members again and find out more information about them. If you are in the romancing mood, depending on the gender of your shepherd, you can definitely go make steps to romance.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Hi, Zuzi.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
That's about right.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy.
Good.
I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Oh, that's a story.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell.
Ninja.
She helped him stop
Vanish.
the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Mm-hmm. Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff.
That's
Just
true.
don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.
Oh.
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Yeah.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war.
Order.
But the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray.
I think that's Steve
But he
Bloom.
couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead.
That's Steve Barr.
The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I
want to say there's a Krogan,
life,
though, that actually has
but
Steve
not
Bloom's
before
voice in
I
the
sank
series. I
my
can't remember.
dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left. And that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
Yeah.
I remember this
You would
Solarian
keep asking me
geneticist
stupid
I was
questions.
sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly.
Okay.
We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the
Turians
geneticist.
have livers.
So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's sick.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
Yeah.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay, so loyalty mission for our buddy Garrus. Hi, Tally.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again.
You can't see, but she's smiling.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
That's about right.
I probably had it easier than most growing up. But it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth.
But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay. Two more to talk to. This looks like a dead man right here.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Assault rifle I have is better. Now we'll go see Liara, see what she's got to say.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Something like that.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process, As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
I'm doing what I can.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been, but you did what had to be done.
What has to be done?
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
I care about Ash. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
Oh, no.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
She's like, I want you. Okay, you don't. You're not into squid sex, so I guess we're not doing that. All right, let's look at our journal here. Dr. Celion wants us to head to the coordinates. Kepler Verge of the Herschel system. Herschel system. I tell you, Herschel, he's got the best bagels over there off of 65th Street. You go over there, you get yourself a little bit of a schmear, you'll be all right. We got to go to the Herschel system.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Okay.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
Okay.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space.
Right.
This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this.
Our interest,
Find
it's
out
our
what
mission.
happened to our team.
You gave us
The
the
signal
whole
originated
reason
from
that
the
we're
planet
a
Vermeer.
Spectre.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
All right. 1,000 experience away from leveling up. Paragon wise, we're getting close to being maxed out on the Paragon meter, so that's good. There's Vermeer. They want us to go check that out. Dixie's cluster, local cluster. 80s gamma, major cluster. I'm trying to remember. Kepler Verge is where Newton. Arshel. That's the ship. We'll check that out in a second. Make sure you're scanning unknown. Heavy metal. So Garrus wants to come with us. Since Garrus is here, let's go ahead 65 points. Ashley, get the hell out of the way.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Oh.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus. But you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
It's true.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Phoenix 8. Give that to me. And now we've done the loyalty mission. Got you there, got you there. Let's go back to the Normandy. Okay, so I want to go back to the Citadel just because of weapons. There's better weapons. The internet at Amazon is down. Geez, that's kind of nuts. One thing you would think Amazon would have would be internet, like unlocked. Shit. Oh, at home. Gee, oh, you're at home. Sometimes that happens here. A big reason why I don't like, don't trust.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
The interwebs. Or,
Logged. The commanding
or I don't trust
officer
digital
is
because
ashore.
of that.
Exo Presley has the deck.
Is because they want everything to be digital because, oh, you got to have internet connection. You can watch movies or play games or anything like that. And
after years of poor economic performance,
if your internet's
ExoGeni
down,
has announced that its research
you're
colony
screwed.
on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Oh, that's different if they're doing maintenance.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Alright. Omni-tool. We have 1.7 million credits, so...
Commander.
I think I'll be going.
Sure thing, Commander. You have a good day now.
Say about, I know there's a another store we can check out.
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Oh, sure, I can return that for you. Thanks. Hasn't worked well since I bought it.
Commander,
This guy again?
I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
I've got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute.
Okay.
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre.
No, you
I'd be
wouldn't.
right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I read about what you did on Torfin. I'm not afraid to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
If you're really willing to do whatever it takes, you'll go home, Conrad.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You...
That's right, before internet, that's
You're
right.
right. I just got so caught up in all of
That's
it. I
true.
wanted to
What's the
help.
first thing kids ask for when they
I'll
walk
go
into a place now?
Thanks for setting me straight.
Wi-Fi password. Where's Wi-Fi? I gotta have Wi-Fi password.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Light armor.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Metaphor. So well, I'm gonna eat here in about 40 minutes and then get prepared for Jack's show. Be on Jack's show this afternoon. No afternoon stream today, guys. I'll be on Jack's show. That's the plan.
It's out of my hands. I bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want to come.
I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her.
Be careful. You know how stubborn your sister is. The more you push and prod, the more she'll run away.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my
No,
problems.
go ahead, tell us.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
Yes, it is.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
So we gotta go back to Cora's Den. Oh, this is not the right way. This is the right way.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister.
That's
Why
right.
is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
She's not a stripper.
I'm busy. The other waitresses can help you.
Go away. Let me drink
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
That was odd. What was he trying to tell us?
I guess we'd better go find out.
He said meet him at CSEC. Oops, no, put it away. Here we go to CSEC headquarters. That's right. Stick to the plan. I will definitely be on the show. Can't. Skills too low.
Detective Chuck, come into my office. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were there to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
Yeah.
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
As part of the job. Now are you gonna help me or not?
You're a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
The first human Spectre. No one's ever gonna be able to tell it's us. Lower rewards markets. He doesn't want us causing any trouble. Well, that's gonna be a difficult thing because that's what we do, is cause trouble. Right, Whiskey? Yeah. Pardon me. Stick to the plan. Jax is a Krogan.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the X-Mods?
Show them the merchandise.
That looks right.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
I'm taking you in, Jax.
It's a sting. Bastards set us up.
Sure is.
The hell are you playing at?
Here's your money, Jax.
Sense of humor, huh? It's gonna get you killed one of these days, Army.
Highly doubt it.
Come on, boys. We're done here.
He did tell us not to cause any trouble, so we did what we were supposed to do. Let's go back to CSEC. My goodness. Yeah, I had it in the last 2 nights. I've not slept well, so, and then I've not been eating well, so that's why I feel kind of weird.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it, and you've earned some payment for your work. I appreciate your help. It shows a lot of integrity. You didn't need to do anything after I let Jenna go. Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
I think now we gotta go back. No? Okay. Hey!
It's expensive to live here.
On the Citadel? I mean, maybe.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Feast's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure I've already seen what there is to see here, but I'm gonna look. Just to be safe.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
And we'll head back to the ship and see what else is around. Oh, of course, that's right here. Trash, but at least we got some experience for it. Experience points are our friends. 6,000 to go. I gotta sit down and enjoy the strip club. Look at the strippers. Arcanus want to talk to us. Jenna's no longer there.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Yeah. Okay. Let's head back on the ship because I purchased some stuff.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
About it. Just saying. You shouldn't be talking to me about it. I'm not the right person. We got nothing. Go back into that other planet. Pick up. No, that's wrong. Or wait, he's got supplies.
Looking for supplies?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Open sesame. Hercules, Hercules. We have managed to get pretty high in level, so that's good. Normandy. One of the things I would be interested in learning, I should probably look this up, why they are so attached to Normandy as a name. Because they do the same thing. The name of the ship in all three games is the Normandy, and you can get models from it from BioWare. BioWare used to be a much bigger studio than they are now. They have really fallen on hard times, mostly due to their ineptitude, as we have discussed and talked about before. BioWare
Equalizing
has,
interior pressure with exterior
once they were purchased by
atmosphere.
EA, things changed for them
Logged.
dramatically.
The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
And because of that, they fall under the auspices of EA and their questionable business practices. That's the whole thing. If you're talking about, I don't like using the word woke, but let's use it for for the sake of argument here. Anything that's kind of, you know, woke has been part of BioWare's subculture for a while, and they paid for it as they went full crazy with the last Dragon Age game. And anyone who tells you that game wasn't a massive flop is lying.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
But
I thought so. I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
on much harder times.
Farewell, Shiala.
Than the
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
They've fallen off significantly, and as I was saying earlier, I think that if if they don't turn things around with their next game, I think they're going to be done. I think EA will fold them in to their studios and other studios, or they'll just close the studio completely and shelf all the IPs. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Don't want to go to the tunnels. Apparently we can't go anywhere. Okay. But they're in desperate need of a hit, and when you have, especially when you have an investment firm behind you, I know they're Saudi Arabian, they're the Saudis, but the truth of the matter is that they're an investment firm like anybody else, and if they don't perform, if they don't start producing fruit, bearing fruit, then they're going to get rid of them. That's all there is to it. And yeah, Dragon Age was a massive flop. Otherwise, they wouldn't have given it away on PlayStation Plus 3 months after its launch, and it would not be $10, you know, on sale during Black Friday sales this year. They're just trying to scrape whatever they can out of that game. I know it was a decade of development. It was a $200 million project.
Stand by, shore party.
It was a massive,
Decontamination
massive
progress.
flop. And that's
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
That's the kind of stuff that can sink studios these days. It's a vicious cycle when you're looking at the AAA space, because the AAA space is gotten so overly corporatized, and games have gotten so expensive that they basically can't do anything new. They can't do anything exciting or innovative. They have to continue producing sequels and reboots and remasters and things like that, just because they don't have nothing, not a damn thing. They don't have the money to
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be on some infiltration team.
Play around with anymore.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. We've got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
But you know, that's why I think that Mass Effect is going to be the make or break. It's either going to be a massive hit or it's going to kill a studio that has a storied past that, again, sadly, the people who made the studio what it was are all off doing their own thing now. They've left the company. They're founded their own companies. They're retired. They're doing whatever. And enjoying the fruits of their labor, which is their right to do that. Absolutely. I would be no different. That's the kind of stuff that they, you know, basically they're in a lot more trouble than they're letting on. Okay, let's just put it like that. A lot more trouble. Because they've had, what, 3-4 flops in a row. Mass Effect Andromeda didn't do that great. We've already discussed the wonders of Dragon Age. And we can't forget about Anthem. Anthem was going to be their big live service. Their big live service deal. They were going to become the, you know, Anthem is supposed to be their big thing. But what did they do? They brought in another one of those. They bring in what's her face? Anita Sarkeesian, and it didn't work out. And it's been like that for a lot of stuff that she's touched. Consultancy, you know, bringing in people to consult on things is nothing new when it comes to any product. I'm not poking fun at BioWare or EA. But you don't know what your audience wants. You know, that's the thing, is that a lot of these AAA studios are in this position where they think they can dictate to their audience what they want. They're learning real quick they can't do that. The audience will reject. The audience will push back, and they will not buy. And I'm sorry, if you look at again, you look at Dragon Age, is prime example. Level up. But that's kind of where we are with AAA gaming, is that they don't really know or understand what their customers want. They're trying to dictate to their customers what they want to impose on their customers. And their customers are basically saying, no, not interested. We can go back and play Dragon Age 1, 2, and Inquisition. We don't have to give you any money. Same thing with Mass Effect. And Anthem, you feel bad for some of the folks who do. Bad for folks who who lose their jobs and who are working to in good faith to give us the best possible products, but unfortunately it's just it rings hollow a lot of the time because they don't know what the customers want. They don't, like we've been discussing with people who are untalented taking over franchises. Same thing as with the gaming. Gaming is no different than movies and television. That they get people who are intimately involved in the development of things on IPs that they know nothing about. They just know it's popular. Popular, they get there and they destroy it. They completely destroy all goodwill. They destroy everything, and instead of them taking the L, instead of as the kids would say, instead of taking the L, they turn around and they which in reality, yeah, of course it's your fault. Buy it. But why didn't you buy it? Go back to the number of shields. Once they figure out what they're, how to make quality products again, I think they're going to be all right. But, third parties right now are not doing that. No, they're the first parties. I haven't heard anything positive about Metroid Prime 4 yet at all, outside of the show media giving it 8s and 9s of the review score because Nintendo made it.
I believe that is our target.
Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to move, Commander.
Okay. Let's go ahead and call it. So here's what's going to happen, guys. I'm going to go ahead and away for my lunch and you know, have some lunch and all that good stuff. I will not be back for my afternoon stream because I'm going to be on Jack the Lard's show. Check my Twitter account on me. I've already shared out the link for that. As soon as I get more information, all that will be on there. I'll be on there, and I think we're starting for my time. But looking forward to doing that. Jack's a good friend. I always have a good time talking with him. So I hope you guys will join him and me for our the show, the read and roll show. Can't wait to do it. So you guys, I'll be back tomorrow streaming. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We'll pick up right here. We're leaving off with this. So I'll see you guys here on Jack's show later today. If you haven't done so yet, please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Kick, and Rumble. Subscription on YouTube would be nice. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Rumble, smash the like button, comment, let people know that I'm here. Okay? So I'll see everybody on Jack's show here in a couple hours, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much.